the Ghost family are appearing on television in Zambia. Well, today, I know that most of the Ghost family fans down there must be very happy. All those calls, all those letters I've received from you. Now, it's over to the band to open the program with their first song.
Hello, vinyl community, Dave the Pickup Artist, with you for another round of Psychedelic Sunday, where the cost of one admission is your mind. And some of you may qualify for a season pass.
You have gonorrhea.
So we're going all over the world this week looking for psychedelic bands, and we're going to start with LA, where we've got Clearlight. This is another one and done band formed in '66, signed to Elektra. All the great LA bands were signed to Elektra, like the Doors and Love. And this was a big band. They had 6 members. Singer Cliff D. Young went on to become an actor. Now Dallas Taylor, the drummer on this, went on to join Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. This is let's see, Dallas here in the background. But yeah, Clearlight. They were a great band. Not around very long. And of course, Dallas Taylor, the drummer for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. We got a shot here of Dallas. And he passed away about 10 years ago. But yeah, great drummer. Great psychedelic drummer. Clearlight were also featured in the movie The President's Analyst, which was a James Coburn movie. That was one of the perks to being an LA-based band, is that you ended up in cameos in TV shows like Buffalo Springfield on Mannix, and the Seeds on the Mothers-in-Law or something like that. And this is a very clean copy also. I've got a couple of Zamrock albums. The first one is the Nagazi Family with Danger 45,000 volts. the band there getting electrocuted by the voltage. And this is a good one.
We got us some good ones.
Archival reissue of Paul Magazi's hard edge proto-punk mid-70s Zamrock masterwork. Now, Paul Magazi was this guy right here. He was a guitar player. He was the go-to Zamrock guitar player, apparently. And we've also got another Zamrock hero, Chrissy Zebby Tembo, who was the drummer and vocalist.
Why the hell did I take a test? Come on, man.
I want to be clear, I'm not going nuts.
These bands is almost as rare as the albums themselves. I did find out a few things. Now, Paul Magazi, the guitar player, died in 1989, and it's speculated that he died from the AIDS virus. And I tried to find information on the drummer, Chrissy Zebby Tempo, and I could not find out any information. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. Do know that they are still putting out albums featuring Chrissy Zebby Tempo. One of them is this one. Chrissy Zebby Tempo and the Nagazi family with my ancestors.
So you are oh fisherman, come and please see everybody is running away.
So this week in 1968, the Small Faces were enjoying a 6-week run at #1 with their album Ogden's Nut Gone. This was originally in a round cover. I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, this is probably psychedelic classic. Ogden's Nut Gone was a tobacco that was produced in Liverpool. It came in a tin, shaped like that. The Beatles probably smoked the tobacco.
Your mother's eating
Pussy.
Your mother's eating
penis.
And yeah, great album, a concept album, and some great tracks. Side one has got kind of a lot of the power tracks. The whole album is a concept album, but it really gets into the concept on side two, which a lot of people have a problem with. They don't like the whimsical narration that goes on side two.
Ploddy forward into the deep thunder mode of the complicated forest to sort this one out, matey. Where at, Mandy Porkers? Where at, man? Oh dear.
But I think it gives it character. Now this has the particular reissue has a insert that shows the 8 different images that made up the album cover, which is why it's so hard to find the original album intact these days. But it's a great album, and most of the people that have a problem with the album have a problem with it because of the narration on side two. And I get that, but the narration it's an English thing, you know? Yeah, great album. Now, I read on that this was their second to their last album. Their last album was 1977's reunion album. So yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, great album. Pick it up any kind of way you can find it. But I think it's hard to find the original copies in great condition.
This is where the dead become the living. Autopsy.
You know your corpses, but I know my souls.
A savage, slashing rampage inside the chamber of terror where death lives. Autopsy.
I've got 2 freak out albums, and the first one is featuring the Pink Fairies with Fuzz Freak Out 1970 to 1971. They're eating
girl people.
This is these are demos and Top Gear radio broadcasts from, I don't know where they're from, but we get a demo of their track called Do It, which I think ended up on their first album. Then we get covers. We get Lucille, great version of that. And the Snake. And side 2, we get Johnny Be Good. And they close the album with a track called Uncle Henry's Last Freak Out.
So I should tell you who the Pink Fairies are. There's Paul Rudolph on guitar and vocals, Trevor Burton on guitar and vocals, Russ Hunter on drums, and Duncan Sanderson on bass. And this next one's a group composition, and it tells the story of Uncle Wally's last freak out. God bless him.
And it came with a, this is cool, I didn't know. It came with this insert also. At this point, I don't know who the band members are, but yeah, it's a great, I don't know if it's an EP or a full album. It plays like a full album though. The other Freak Out album I have is from The Ventures. We've got a guitar freak out. Finally, on this week in 1970, we had the Festival Express. This was a train that transported some of the cream of the crop musicians we had from Toronto to Winnipeg to Calgary by train, stopping at various cities to do their festival. Bands included the Grateful Dead, the Band, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends, the Flying Burrito Brothers, Buddy Guy was on board, Ian and Sylvia. Yeah, this was a good time. You've got concert footage on here. This is a 2-disc set, and this was one of the first issues of this DVD. It was released theatrically about 20 years ago, and about a couple months after that, they started releasing the DVD. Now you can upgrade the DVD. There's been several. I think you might even be able to find this on 4K now. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely worth checking out. My favorite parts are the clips when they're on board the train, drinking and singing and having a blast. But it was a big party back in 1970 this week. And that's all I got. I hope you all have a great week. See you next week.
Just imagine putting a bunch of crazy musicians together and telling them to go have a good time.
It was a train full of insane people careening across the Canadian countryside.
At that point, that train was buzzing down the rails. We achieved liftoff for sure.
I told everybody.
You've been all week, but we've been at a party. Next time you throw a train, invite me.